Hey guys, welcome back to Deep's TCG. My name is Devan. Today we're going to be taking a look at Aegislash. This is a card that came out originally in Paradox Rift. Hasn't seen much play since then, but yeah, we're going to be checking it out today. It is a wall stall deck, while you're also able to do damage with it. So Mysterious Shield on our Aegislash, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from Pokemon V and Pokemon EX, so that's a lot of the format. You're thinking Regidrago, basically any Ogre Pawn deck like Raging Bolt. Honestly, might just be an auto win if you can set up fast enough. So that's essentially the main thing here. Hard bashing is just does damage. So Aegislash EX, this is just our finisher here. Peerless Edge to 70 for each prize card you have taken, so kind of good in the late game. We have Tatsugiri and Cleffa as support Pokemon, so we can find supporters with the Tatsugiri as well as just draw cards with the Cleffa. We do play one Cornerstone Ogre Pawn. This blocks against decks like Charizard and things that have abilities, essentially. It's a similar thing to the Aegislash, just another type of wall card. And we do play one Pidgeot V. Since this is a wall stall deck, we might deck out, so we'd rather not. The Pidgeot V is also an excellent target for our Forest Sealstone, which we do play one of. And we can grab that with 4 Arven in our deck, since we're going to be looking for rare candies and items and tools as well. 3 Iono, pretty standard. The difference here is that we're going to be playing 3 Colress's Tenacity. We can search your deck for a Stadium and an Energy. So this allows us to search our deck for our A-Spec of choice. So this is Grand Tree, came out in Stellar Crown, brand new. Basically, we can search our deck and evolve right away, which is pretty relevant when you think of Aegislash and how we want to just wall pretty much as soon as possible. We do play 4 Buddy Buddy Poffin, 4 Nest Ball, 2 Ultra Ball. The high counts of Buddy Buddy and Nest Ball are relevant in the early game just because we're going to be aiming for a Colress, assuming we go second. 3 Rare Candy, a 1/1/1 Counter Catcher, Super Rod, and Earthen Vessel. These cards are all consistency cards. The Super Rod lets us get our Pokemon back. Earthen Vessel for energy, which we do play only 5 basic energy of, but still worth having. And then the Counter Catcher for another Gust option. We play 2 Luxurious Cape. This gives our Pokemon an additional 100 health at the cost of giving up another prize card. So it turns our Aegislash essentially into another Aegislash EX, giving us essentially 250 health. So worth having that. We do have the Forest Seal on the rescue board, just to switch out Lost City Hurts decks like Gardevoir or other single prizers where they're looking to get their Pokemon Ancient Box, that kind of thing. And as I mentioned earlier, we do have the Grand Tree as our A-Spec. Play 4 Metal, 1 Fighting. These are our energy of choice. The 1 Fighting is just for the Ogre Pawn, the 4 Metal obviously for our Aegislash. We do play 1 Medical Energy, a card that doesn't see much play, but can heal our Pokemon considering we're going to be walling anyways. We do play a single Reversal. Once again, not an EX, so we can use that if we're down on the prizes. It's not like necessary, but it does give us a full attack and 1 attach. Mist Energy to block things like Dragapult's second attack, where it's going to be pinging your bench. It'll just stop that damage entirely. And then a Jet Energy just to switch in. So it's pretty much the deck overview. We'll check out some games in a minute, but before we do, just want to see if you could subscribe. Helps us out a ton. But without further ado, let's go check out that deck. I will see you there. Alright guys, we're at the coin flip now. I'm choosing heads. Something I never do in person, but appear to do a lot in PTCGL. So, clearly it hasn't worked out for me, but that's okay. Ideally we want to go second, we can get the Grand Tree. If we start an Aegislash, that would be insane. But we'll just have to take a slower route this time. That is the least optimal start that you could get, but that's okay. This hand isn't the worst. At least we can get out some Pokemon. Not giving us much information, that is just a Mew. I'm gonna grab that. We'll do that. So we're just gonna set up our Honages. I think I might want a Tatsugiri, but I'm not going to be able to switch into it this turn anyways. I would rather just go for a Cleffa. So, we will attach our energy to the Pidgeot. Retreat for now. And honestly, I don't really want this on my bench at all. It feels kind of like a liability, so I'm just going to get rid of it for now. And it is not the second turn of the game. Sick, but that's okay. I'm having a day today. I woke up really early. Let's see what's going on in Town Store. Maybe some form of Zard. I know some Zard lists play Town Store. What did I play recently that had it? Could be Terapagos. I mean, it could be anything at this point, so I feel like I'm not gonna talk about it. Regidrago? Maybe. We'll find out soon, I am sure. I don't know why I thought I could attack this turn. Really just that day. Miraidon. That's what it was. That's literally what it was. I played Miraidon recently. So this is okay. This is probably actually not very difficult. The problem is we have no Pokemon. I probably should have left the Pidgeot. But seeing what I'm up against now, I'm not so sure. Pitching the Ninja. Their only attackers are going to be EX or V or Pokemon with an ability. So assuming we can set up, should be okay. Yeah, I definitely it's not like I would have known that a Town Store would hit the field. Let's see what he's going to grab. I don't know, it would be funny when you do that. Bunch of Pokemon with abilities. I can't think of a single thing in this deck, actually, that doesn't have an ability. I think every single one does. The Cornerstone Ogre Pawn might be our ticket here. We will have to see what we get off our top draw. Hopefully it's not like the worst. Catching the lightning. Makes sense. Thinning is winning, if that is what they say. And that's it. So our Cleffa lives to see another day. But do I want it to live to see another day, or do I just go for the Aegislash? Definitely gonna do that. Well, Town Store as well. We'll grab... I don't think it really matters right now, but I think we'll grab the Cape. Cleffa has free retreat, so grab the big tree and grab a metal. Man, it's a hot minute. Excellent. So let's just retreat first. I feel like I'm gonna read this wrong, and I don't know why. Probably because it's like a million words. Go. Toss that on there. And that should be it. So, this Raikou V is not going to be able to do anything to my Aegislash. Obviously, we have 3 other liabilities on our bench, but I think, honestly, I could just leave this Aegislash here, and maybe a Cornerstone Ogre Pawn, and I think I would win. We're going to see, because it's never that easy. I'm trying to think. The Iron Hands could be a problem, I guess. It does not have an ability, but it's not going to be able to affect our Aegislash here at all. So, wow. Not much happening on their end. It's just that easy. You always win if you're playing against a deck that only has abilities, so... I didn't really get to show it off much, but let's go to the next one. Maybe I'll be able to do better. Opponent just chose heads. They are flipping the coin. That old Honolulu. I do not. It might be worth considering... I lied. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say anything. Something tells me we're going against a Terapagos right now. And this is not a bad start, like, at all. So this deck might pose us a little more, or a few more issues, just because it's not only EXs. The Fan Rotom could be blocked with... Am I putting on a Lost City already, man? He ain't even played the game yet. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, so. Grab those. I'm not going to be able to use the tree right away anyways. We might want to use this. Problem is the Terapagos doesn't have an ability, so we're always going to be in the middle. Just going to attach Retreat. And this time I will use Cleffa properly to just grab 3 cards. That's not bad at all. Next turn we'll have the Aegislash for sure. He's already missed his Fan Rotom chance, so that's not bad. Huh? Man, why is it whenever I make a video I run into this weirdo stuff like every time? Good news is that doesn't turn off the Aegislash, I don't think. If I'd top deck an Aegislash, that would be kind of nuts too. I don't even necessarily have to use the Colress, but then the only target would be the Tatsugiri. I wonder now if he even plays the Fan Rotom or the Boufflant package. My poor little guy. But that's okay. No way. Okay, let's do this first. Make sure I actually have the requisite things in my deck. Do that. Stick on the old dude. And we can actually just grab the reversal, I think. For now, that seems fine. Because even later, we'll still be able to just attach a metal and be okay. So, the only thing they can take out right now is the Tatsugiri. And my big dudes are impervious to at least what they have on the field. So that's kind of nice. It really just depends on if they play any non-EXs. Which, I mean, I don't have a good grasp of their deck because there's none there. But I guess we'll find out. Going for the gear. Who knows? Maybe another Crispy. Kofu! Kofu! That's insane. Big Kofu energy. It's taking a sweet time. If this takes too long, I'll speed it up. Last time I said that I didn't, but if it takes too long this time I will. Okay. Okay, we can get a better grasp now. So he's got the Crispies. He's playing 2 Colress. No more tree, which is fine. It's served its purpose. And that is all I needed it to do. Maybe the tree isn't fake. Maybe the tree is actually good. Does play a double turbo. Ooh, that's annoying. Is this just Iron Thorns? God, this might just be weird hybrid Iron Thorns. Do that for now. Got the Lost City already. I can't even put it out. Now I feel like I want... Like I want an E-Hammer in this deck. Just because I think it'd be funny. So we're going to take it out. We're only going to get one prize, which kind of sucks, but... He's going to Lost Zone, to be fair. Automatically tried to grab 2. I don't think there's any stadium retrieval in this format. So I don't think we can... Obviously not in the deck, but I don't think even in format, so the tree is kind of just there once. Let's find out. Let's see. It's going to be one of these games. I can never gauge with PTCGL players. I think his timer ran out. Alright guys, I don't think you want to see me play against a grumpy Iron Thorns player, so why don't you check this instead, right? Check this out. Subscribe to Deeb's TCG. Ooh. What did you think? This deck never loses. Do you like my new drip, by the way? I thought it was funny. That's Aegislash. Hope you enjoyed. Alright guys, so that was Aegislash. I hope you enjoyed the video. The deck is pretty interesting, and it's nice to play a card that hasn't seen much play pretty much ever, yeah, so... This deck was a 3rd place finisher. I'll leave the deck list in the description. You can check it out there. But yeah, feel free to check out our other videos. We have a lot coming. We are going to be revising our schedule pretty soon, I think, and focusing on bigger content because me and Dylan have both kind of decided that we don't really like doing PTCGL videos. They're like alright, but I would much rather play at a table or focus on retro or different formats, that kind of thing. So look forward to that. So that is the video. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.